After a delay that disappointed most observers, the championship card featuring all female fighters and one of the highly anticipated showdowns is finally set to happen this week. Let's talk about Shields versus Marshall Meyer Baumgardner. It is readily apparent in the sport of boxing today, as casual observers and those who have a vested interest in the sport, from a supporter base, we rarely get what we want in the sport of boxing. And coming up this Saturday, October 15th, from London's O2 Arena, we are going to witness history as we have an opportunity to enjoy a fight card like no other. This was originally scheduled for September, but due to the UK losing the Queen, the fight was postponed just a couple of days before it was supposed to take place. This card in particular, I had vowed that what way to honor the Queen better than to allow the first all-female championship card with a co-main and main event of such significance as no other time in women's professional boxing than the Shields versus Marshall Meyer Baumgardner double bill, and including all the women on the undercard that would have an opportunity to shine at such a prestigious affair. Meyer versus Baumgardner has been one of the most compelling fights that could be recently put together as a match made of warriors. These two fighters are bringing their records to the ring to take on an opportunity to be just one title short of undisputed, as the IBF, IBO, WBC, and WBO World Super Featherweight titles be on the line between these two. Meyer, who's entering the ring as a champion, coming off of matches that boxing has seen her battle it out. Her record of 17-0 with 5 KOs has brought her to this point. And her last fight against Jennifer Hahn, which was a unanimous decision, makes her primed and ready for Baumgardner, who has come and burst on the scene as another champion with a record of 12-1, 7 KOs. Baumgardner is coming off of her last match against Edith Soledad Matisse, where she won a unanimous decision. But people cannot stop talking about her championship victory over Terry Harper, where she was able to stop Harper inside 4 rounds. Baumgardner brings something to the table that women's boxing is really enjoying at this time, and that is flash and power. The power she brings to the bouts are something great and entertaining. She's skillful, she's athletic and agile, and her opponent, Michaela Mayer, is every bit the same. A bit taller as we look at the 2 women, because Baumgardner is 5'6", and when we see them enter the ring against one another, Mayer, who happens to be 5'9", will see exactly an opponent who will try to use her height against her. Then, in the main event, Clarissa T-Rex Shields taking on Savannah Marshall. She who has been a knockout queen. Marshall is entering this battle under the promotional information at hand as having been the only fighter to defeat Clarissa Shields in the amateurs. And Clarissa is currently undefeated as a pro. Savannah Marshall has taken on opponents that Shields says gives her advantages due to short notices, records of less accomplished foes, and Marshall looks to prove her wrong. But is Clarissa wrong? One of the outstanding fighters that Marshall has taken on had been Hannah Rankin, but her record currently still sits at 9-4. There is someone who had a loss of 55 against 11 victories. A 1-round KO over Borislava Goranova. Clarissa T-Rex Shields says these are the type of opponents that Savannah has been feasting on, in the meanwhile being under the promotion of having handed Clarissa her only amateur defeat, which may have been a decision angled by judges who favored her in the Olympics. Both have a record of 12-0. Clarissa has 2 KOs out of 12 victories, and Marshall has a stunning knockout record of 10 KOs inside of 12 victories. But definitely, Shields has a point in speaking on the quality of opponents. I do believe that Marshall has enjoyed certain considerations at the championship level. Her victories, when you look within, are not necessarily the type that you look for in championship bouts. So Clarissa stands head and shoulders in this instance. And the titles that will be on the line for Undisputed Middleweight are IBF, WBA, WBC, and WBO titles that Claressa will look to aim for a second time. Technically, these two combatants, their styles differ. And when you look at the footwork of Savannah Marshall, that may be where she really runs into trouble with Claressa Shields. Claressa can be aggressive, she can be defensive. She has fast hands where they are promoting Marshall's heavy hands, questionable heavy hands, but yet and still, if she's a KO puncher, as they're promoting, this KO is going to be a tough one to come by, simply because she's going in against a real hardened champion from Flint, Michigan, and Claressa Shields. I've often asked the question, is Savannah Marshall tough? Because at some point in a championship match, the champion has to show resiliency and toughness. And Claressa has shown that both in and out of the ring with everything that she's had to deal with in life, as well as the odds that have been stacked against her as a professional fighter. Overcoming her amateur loss to go ahead and win 2 gold medals, and to come back to the sport of boxing and going for her 3rd undisputed title. If that's not resiliency, nothing is. So as we come upon this fight on Saturday, look toward the stars. This is Stormy B-Man. Shout out to the mighty LDBC and Liberated Perspective, a third eye view of the world. For more content such as this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Tune in and let me know your thoughts. Peace to everyone out there, and everyone please remain safe.